YouTube, it is your girl, and I am here with, as promised, a tutorial and review for the Juvia's Place palette. I asked you guys which palettes you wanted me to start doing tutorials on, and you guys said BH and Juvia's. Unfortunately, I do not have any mattes from BH right now. I'll wait for their next sale so I can purchase some of them and I can do tutorials on them. But I do have all of the Juvia's Place palettes, so I went ahead and I decided to do the Magic by Juvia's palette first, mainly because YouTube is saturated with warm tone palettes and I kind of wanted to be different, but I also wanted to try something new. So this is actually a tutorial on how to do a cut crease on an extremely hooded eye, and it's pretty cute. So this was my first time using concealer as the cut crease base, and I don't really care for it. So I definitely recommend, if you have eyes like mine that have, you know, that massive chunk of chubby goodness over our eyelids, and you still want to preserve the color, I definitely recommend using either a paint pot or the Kat Von D base corrector or base eyeshadow primer, whatever it's called. It's like, I don't have my glasses on so I really can't see, but I like this one because it has a lot of tack in it, and tack meaning it grabs a hold of both your eyelid and your eyeshadow. So this creasiness going on this lid, it will be preserved and it will last longer and it won't crease up and get lines all in it. So let's go ahead and move on to the colors that I used in this tutorial, and hopefully here or here, I don't know where I'm going to put the slide. We'll just start talking about the tutorial. So one of the first shades that I use from the palette is Nana, or Nana. I like saying Nana. So it is this orange color right here. It is more of like a burnt sienna type wonderful transition color. In my crease, I did use Ife, which is a wonderful rich purple tone color. Now this color right here did give me some difficulty. It was kind of patchy. This palette is rather old. I actually have this palette from when it first came out, so I don't know what the shelf life is on this palette, but I did have some difficulty blending, but I kept working with it. I put it in the crease. I put it, you can kind of see where the actual crease is in my lid, so I worked it from here all the way around. Don't worry about how I brought up that cut crease. That is something else. And that's basically it as far as my crease. Underneath my eyebrow is actually the concealer I use to line my brow with, and then I tend to use, I'm going to put it away, it is my MAC NC40 Foundation Studio Fix, and I just kind of blend it out so that this looks more even, like the colors coming from within and it's not all patchy and stuff. On my lid, I use two colors. I use Yara, which is this light greenish color right here. I use that on the inner part, and in the very center is Buzo, which is its wonderful green tone color. So I use this color and these bottom three colors. Yeah, so hopefully in the tutorial that should be playing right now, you guys can kind of see what I did. As far as the concealer that I did use, this is my Deep Potted Ruby Kisses concealer. It was in an extremely large pan, but I ended up getting these MAC pots, and I just scraped everything out and put it in here. So I used that along with a flat brush to line my crease. Now when it comes to lining the crease, what I did was, and you'll also see it in the video, is that I kept looking down. I kept looking down at the mirror, which is down here, and I wanted to see where when I look down, where my lash line touched the top of the hood. So when it met, that's kind of where I placed the crease. So I just stopped right here, and then I brought it down, made it just like a nice U from here all the way on top. Now my actual, let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. My actual crease, as you can see, is right here. So again, when I look down, I can kind of see where I was supposed to bring that line. I mean, you could bring it all the way up here, but that's doing too much. That's too much for me, and I just wanted to keep it simple and cute, but I wanted it to be just a little bit dramatic. I don't know if I'm liking this powder on my face. We'll talk about that in a second. So I just did that here, and I stopped kind of a little bit more than halfway, and I blended the rest out with my finger as far as the concealer went. And then that's when I went on and I packed on the shadow, and I just used a concealer brush. This is from my Royal & Langnickel, my favorite brush company. And yeah, that's it. I lined my eyes with my favorite liner of all times, which is the Marc Jacobs liquid pencil. I didn't go underneath my eyes because this is daytime. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Although my videos take 9 hours to upload, I wanted to go ahead and get this started. My blush is also from Juvia's Place. It is from the Saharan palette, and I use B, which is this purple pinky tone right over here. I actually don't have a favorite purplish blush, and that's like my next project, to find more purple tone blushes. So you guys out just a little bit more so the lighting can adjust. The actual highlight, this glow that you are seeing, is from JD Glow Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Sax and Fifth, which is a icy white with gold reflex type of color. My lashes are from MAC. These are the number 36 lashes. Let's see, my contour is the Marc Jacobs, I want to say coconut, no, it's Tantastic, and I believe this is from their coconut collection. So it is a very light one, but I did use my new favorite contour brush. It's the first time I use it, and I am automatically in love. This is from, again, Royal & Langnickel. This is their complexion brush. Oh my god, it was amazing putting on my contour today with this. My highlight, well, concealer underneath my eye, is my Shape Tape in like medium. My foundation is Too Faced Born This Way. I already put most of my stuff away. I needed something a little bit darker because it's not registering on camera. Like, I look really, really bright and pale. Something's off, but I used the shade Honey. So, I mean, look at it in the jar. It looks really, really, and then this is it on my face. So yeah, something's not registering right. And I think, oh, on my lips is a mix of the new Dose of Colors and Desi No Shade and MAC Cherish. So I put down No Shade first, and then I rub Cherish from MAC all over it. And I think that is it. As far as the Juvia's Place palette goes, I really, really enjoy the palette. I like that I have the options of going either warm or cool, depending on what kind of look. The shimmers in this palette is absolutely amazing. I did not have a problem with Zakia before. I've played in Zakia before, and I didn't have a problem with Nana. I have not had a problem with Kizzy, although it's a little bit on the lighter side for me to like use underneath my brow. I actually use this on the lid when I want to create a matte neutral look. But this purple tone, I did have some difficulty with. It was a little bit patchy. I used a fluff brush to apply it, which is the Crease brush from Royal & Langnickel, their Rose Gold collection. and it was not working. Initially I tried their pencil brush and I was having difficulty. I wanted to be a little bit more precise, but I had to try and buff everything out, so I did have difficulty with this shade. I can work with it. I kind of understand now what I have to do in order to get it to work, but for the average person, you may have some difficulty using this shadow. Would I purchase from Juvia's Place again? Absolutely. I have not had a problem with customer service or with shipping or anything like that, but if I do, you guys will know about it. I have all of their palettes, so definitely be on the lookout for another look from this palette, and also some from their other palettes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial and this slight review and this cut crease tutorial, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.